We are on fire alert for you today. We are watching the activity at the Hewlett fire burning northwest of Fort Collins. It now has burned more than 7,600 acres, or about 12 square miles. And as you can see from video shot this morning, the smoke is not as thick as it has been on other days, but this is about the time of day when we often see an increase in fire activity. And the fire's still only 5% contained today. 7 News reporter Eric Lupher is at the fire command post. That's in Livermore, northwest of Fort Collins there. Eric, it appears calm now, but crews are bracing for the worst here in the next few hours.
Well, it's heating up. Afternoon thunderstorms are expected to roll in, dropping little rain, but they will bring plenty of lightning and erratic winds, and we all know that is never good for a raging fire. Now, fire officials are saying they have a bit of a head start today, and this is why. They're saying they had, quote, a very good day yesterday. Take a look at the fire right now. You're not seeing too much. There's a little bit of smoke hovering over the fire zone, but it looks much better than what we've seen in prior days. Take a look at a map. We're talking evacuations. Fire officials saying they hope to lift all evacuations by 5 p.m. today. We're talking about the 15 homes still on mandatory evacuation right now. Of course, that all depends on the fire's behavior come later this afternoon. Check this out. One thing's for sure, they don't want to see flames like this again. The fire was raging out of control yesterday. Despite that, fire officials say the weather cooperated just enough that crews made progress. Now they need to get through today and look ahead to the weekend.
Tomorrow, we expect better weather. We expect higher humidities, lower temperatures, less wind. So tomorrow should be a much better day as far as fire behavior is concerned.
Now, something else to mention, the fire has slowed a bit because part of it is spread into an old burn area from a previous fire. About 400 personnel still helping to strengthen this fire line. I want to mention something else. There are a lot of recreational areas, we're being told, in and around the fire zone, and now that the weekend is approaching, fire officials are worried that a lot of people are going to try to come up here and try to catch a glimpse of the flames. They strongly urge against that, saying the roads need to be as clear as possible for firefighters. Live in Larimer County, Eric Lupher, 7 News.
Good advice. Right. Thank you, Eric. We appreciate that information. Now, just a few hours ago, the governor declared a disaster emergency for that fire. And that's significant because it frees up $3 million to fight the fire and then opens the door to activate the Colorado National Guard. That has not happened just yet, but it's still an option now. Air support has been key to fighting this fire. We stopped in at the tanker base in Broomfield this morning. Officials tell us they expect winds today will make it a little more difficult for them.
The problem is the retardant blows away. If it's more than 30-mile-an-hour winds, it's just not productive. So they also had a problem yesterday because the smoke was blowing over the areas where they wanted to drop retardant. When that happens, they can't see where their drops are supposed to go. So again, it's counterproductive to be dropping retardant when you can't see what you're doing.
Well, the country has 9 of those heavy air tankers, the biggest of them. 7 are working those fires in Arizona. 2 of them are right here in our backyard. And since weather is such a concern today, we do want to go right to Dayle Cedars, who's in the 24/7 Weather Center. Dayle, 2 systems are moving in, which, of course, when they collide, could make the winds kind of erratic.
Well, and that's exactly what's going to be the problem for these firefighters. What they're dealing with is they have kind of we've got one cold front pushing in from the north and then one pushing in from the west. And as they kind of come in, that's what's going to turn our winds. And unfortunately, when you get that, they'll start putting in a fire line in one area, get that place clear, and then as the winds pick up and move it the other direction, then they're jumping and trying to get to the other side. So it makes it very difficult for firefighters. The good news is right now, as we take a look at some radar, you're going to see that little green kind of by Estes Park? Those are those little chance of showers that we've got that are going to be coming through today. Unfortunately, we're really not talking about a lot of rain. This storm is going to come to us in the form of wind. Now, right now, the wind conditions in and around the fire area are not bad at all. These are kind of the nearest monitors we have. Wellington is showing 2-mile-per-hour winds right now, and Redstone 5 miles per hour. So it's pretty mild. So this is the time that we really need those firefighters to get out there and try to get that containment down, because unfortunately, the winds are going to pick up this afternoon. We could see some gusts, even up to 40 miles per hour. But again, the rain showers tomorrow, that's really what's going to help these firefighters out. Now, coming up in just a little bit, we'll take a look at the rest of our forecast.
Thank you. We'll talk to you soon, Dayle. Another concern with the Hewlett fire, you should know, is water quality. GREELEY is asking its residents to report changes in the way their drinking water looks or smells. The fire is burning near Seaman Reservoir, and ash and sediment are running into the Poudre River. GREELEY can close intakes to the river and draw water from Horsetooth Reservoir.